Hello, everyone. A very logical day to all of you. And this is the discussion of one of the articles from the Indian Express of the 27th December 2023. Let us see what we have here. There is no substitute for an industrial policy. If there is no substitute, that means it is imperative. It is something that is very important. PLI is good for high end manufacturing, but industrial policy is best bet for mass job creation. Mass job creation means where many people would be getting the jobs. The Make in India campaign launched in 2014 is a very different policy package from the dogma of self sufficiency. Dogma means the rule, the norms, the creed, the diktat, right? What dogma guys, you'll get all the similar words there. Then India embraced means adopted in the 1970s. Now, see, when I'm not writing here, but I'm giving you the meaning of the words, so kindly note them down in your notebook very quickly. If the latter was chalk, this is cheese, right? The chalk and cheese, these are two different things. Make in India, that is MII, does not by any stretch bring back the rigorous recollections of the license Raj. Right, license Raj before the 1991. See, the economic reforms were there in 1991 with the LPG. Right, before that it was a license Raj. Self-sufficiency, import substituting, industrialization, and the like. It is vastly dissimilar. Although fears have been raised about the manner in which MII is being implemented in some sectors, particularly by raising tariff duties to provide protection to encourage the setting up of domestic industries. So they have been uh, providing protection. Now, that means anyhow they want new startups, that is, in the Make in India project. Fears of this protectionist tendency. Protectionist, again, if you remember, I have given you in the previous discussions also, I have told you that you write down a few words on which you need to read. So the word for today to read on is license Raj, one. सेकंड क्योंकि एलपीजी मेंशन किया मैंने तो आप एक बार उस पर पढ़ लेना लिबरलाइजेशन प्राइवेटाइजेशन एंड ग्लोबलाइजेशन आई नो अ फ्यू ऑफ यू or many of you or all of you would know about it, but it will be better when you read a few articles based on it. ठीक है तो वो reading you need to get into the habit of reading something that is quite boring also. For a few of you economics would sound boring, right? Where unless you understand the interconnectedness of all the things there, how one is affecting the other, what is happening in one sphere, how it is affecting or being affected by somebody else or something else, right? ये जब interconnection तुम्हें connectedness तुम्हें समझ में आ जाएगा तो उसके लिए तो हमें थोड़ा थोड़ा और ज्यादा पढ़ना पड़ेगा तो that is what I am suggesting. So here also you have two things today, license राज पे reading करनी है, LPG पे reading करना है, right? एक है protectionism. Start reading on then a way we are trying to become self-sufficient. We are protecting our own industries, right? Increasing or decreasing the tariff duties and also वो सारी चीजें समझ में आ जाएंगी. So tendency, this protectionist tendency spreading to other sectors may be exaggerated, but are not unfounded. Unfounded means they still have a few reasons behind it, especially for those who have lived through the 1970s and 1980s. Those years of reckless protection created shortages. प्रोटेक्ट कर रहे हैं हम अपने इंडस्ट्रीज को, लेकिन इससे क्या हो रहा है कि हम इंपोर्ट नहीं कर पाएंगे चीजें जब तक हम खुद सेल्फ सफिशिएंट बने in the production of it. And if you are unable to produce, then that means there would be a shortage. So this protectionist tendency is bringing about a shortage here. Black markets and rampant rent seeking, all in the name of the poor and distributive justice. Rampant means existing everywhere, pervasive. हर कहीं पे ये दिखेगा. So rent seeking, all in the name of the poor and distributive justice. After all, public policy has to be sold to constituencies that matter, and licensing of cars, scooters, telephones, and several other sectors only enrich the producers and not the target consumers who had no recourse. और कोई रास्ता ही नहीं था. तो ये सारी चीजें जो थी, it was the consumer was getting affected. It was not helping them. Now the producers who benefited from the protection loved it and actively lobbied for the regime's longevity. हाँ ये प्रोटेक्शनिज्म वाली पॉलिसी चलनी चाहिए, क्यों? क्योंकि प्रोड्यूसर्स बेनिफिट कर रहे हैं, कंज्यूमर्स पर नहीं आ रहा है इसका बेनिफिट, राइट? सो दे वर लॉबिंग फॉर इट, दे वर जॉइनिंग हैंड्स विद द गवर्नमेंट, क्योंकि फाइन यू कंटिन्यू विद दिस प्रोसेस. Imagine protecting components for mobile phone assembly in India in the same manner today. Components of the mobile phone, मतलब ये मोबाइल फोन की छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं, तो तुम इसको अपने ही देश में करो, उसका मैन्युफैक्चर करो, ठीक है? नाउ यू कांट गेट इट फ्रॉम द अदर कंट्रीज, इट इज स्मॉल थिंग्स. हर छोटी चीज का मैन्युफैक्चर अगर हम करेंगे, विच इज लाइक maybe more expensive than the actual thing when it is imported. So you need to understand all those intricacies also, कि why things are getting imported. It's not that we are unable to manufacture these things. No, but it has to be the optimal or the optimum usage of our resources. बहुत सारी चीजें होती हैं पढ़ने की, तो धीरे धीरे जब इकोनॉमिक्स बेस्ड आर्टिकल्स पढ़ोगे तो समझ में आने लगेंगे. So lobbied for the regime's longevity. Imagine protecting components for mobile phone assembly in India in the same manner today. The industry will quickly be in shambles. मतलब ऐसे बर्बाद हो जाएगी, बर्बाद नहीं, literally नहीं, shambles हो गए, destroyed like this, right? Why? Because those small things focusing more on the self-sufficiency part. That is what the author is saying. After all, on average, a mobile phone made on our shores has around 80-85% of imported content. India Cellular Electronics Association 2022. The point empirically is that MII is very different from self sufficiency, and we should move out on from this baseless comparison. कंपैरिजन की जरूरत ही नहीं है, ये होना ही नहीं चाहिए. क्यों? अगर हम ये सिर्फ एक एग्जांपल दिया था मोबाइल फोन का, ठीक है, कि इसके 80-85% चीजें तो इम्पोर्टेड हैं. That is how it is saying. So we'll come to the next one then. Let us see. Okay, this one I'll end and I'll come up with the next one. Come on. That's all for today. Thank you.